I was never someone who thought they belonged on the stage.
Sometimes I get this feeling I was back in the old days, long ago.
I mean, when I get to any venue, I sit in the dressing room and just think, what have I got to say? Will I say it? And then everything goes blank. I hate that feeling. You just sit there and all of a sudden there's just nothing in my brain. Up till now, I've been incredibly lucky and it's always worked. As soon as you walk onto the stage, you sit in the chair and you know exactly what you were doing. So nerves should never ever come into it, but of course they do. I admired Freddie. I admire anybody who can go on a stage and perform. It takes a special something to be able to do it, which I'm slowly learning about. Going up on stage, it's really strange. When I'm on the way to do either at TFA, this talk show, I don't know, I do get nervous because if I make mistakes and if I do things wrong, then I'm letting everybody else down. The band are amazing. The band love playing. And the last thing I want to do is, to take things away. The acoustic songs that they play, it's hearing Queen in a different way. Queen wrote some amazing, brilliant songs. And in some ways there's, you cannot beat what the person who wrote the song intended. But it's always interesting to hear other people's take on music. You look at classical music that's been around for hundreds of years. What you hear today is the conductor and orchestra's take on something that was written 250 years ago. These guys are able, it's sort of within living memory for some of them, when some of the songs were actually originally recorded. But they play with their hearts. It's absolutely wonderful.
The first thought we had was, how are we going to perform the Queen songs? There is nowhere on earth how we can get even close to Queen. And actually that's nothing we wanted to do. This whole talk show is full of emotions, full of memories, and we had to adapt those songs into this theater atmosphere. So we decided we'll do those songs in acoustic variations, and this has given us the freedom to put a little bit of ourselves into this project. I believe it's something new for the audience, and of course it was something new for us, and a combination of new variations of the most legendary Queen songs and stories of Peter Freestone is making this project so special and unique. And we are so grateful and very honored to be part of it.
I still love you.
It's been a sharp learning curve just to appreciate what Freddie went through. It's just, as he said, the more the audience give you, the more you want to give them. You have to give them. Thinking about shows, good times, bad times, it's like everything else, I suppose. I do remember probably the worst experience that I had, and I don't know how the band got through it, was, the thing you all know about, the Puebla show in Mexico, where they were having batteries, bolts, nuts being thrown at them from the audience to the stage. I still have at home, hidden in a little box, I have a bolt about this big that I picked up from the stage. I don't know how, as I say, I do not know how the band got through that. But then you can have a wonderful feeling. I remember the first show that I did. This was with this musical that I was in that was touring the German-speaking countries many, many years ago when I was young. That first night was actually in front of over 1,000 people. And while I was so scared you wouldn't believe, when the show was finished and we were all lined up on the stage taking bows, that reaction from the audience, I mean, there is no other feeling that I can describe anything like that. I know it's taken a little while, but I have done all the lyrics now for the album Another Step in Time. The tracks are now slowly coming together. One thing that this enforced lockdown has done has given time to actually think and to work on these projects.
I remember the first moment when I was reading Peter's lyrics, and I have to say it was very strong to me. Of course I'm a Queen fan, I'm a Freddie Mercury fan, but to read Freddie Mercury's personal thoughts in different life situations from different perspectives, that was really something special. This project is so special in the way that we are opening Freddie's private life through music and those situations. There is a song, for example, how Freddie is sitting by the piano and he wants to write a song, but the muse that he needs to work with is nowhere near. So he's looking around and he's trying to find her, call her, and she's just not there. So he gets very upset and goes to bar. And while Freddie's in the bar, the muse comes around the piano and he's looking around, where are you, Freddie? You know? And she gets upset, and this is the moment where Freddie comes back and both realize that muse and artist cannot work without each other. They belong to each other, and that's the only way how they can create the biggest hits. So, for example, this is one of the songs that I really like. Other song, it's about how Pete wakes up the other day after Freddie's gone, and that's a very challenging one, because we have to give you the feelings that are written in those lyrics. And sometimes, even for a musician, that was so hard, because music is all about emotions. Of course it is, but this project is so special in this way, and what you will be reading in those lyrics, you have to feel as well. So I fully hope we'll make the challenge. We are working on it, and I think you will love it. Again, as I said before, it's such a big honor for us to be working on something like that, and I just cannot wait for the moment to announce you the date of the release of the album, because we are very much looking forward to it, and I hope you will be too. I hope you will enjoy it.
Now we can go into the studio, things are getting done. Again, writing those lyrics takes me back to those amazing 12 years that I had. You know, people ask me to try and describe what those years meant to me. It would take a book to be able to describe everything. Who knows? But the lyrics take us through emotions, they take us through feelings, how Freddie felt, what he thought, under different situations. And there's one song that particularly I feel very, very strongly about, and it's because it's my feelings, how I felt on the evening of November the 24th, 1991. And the months that followed. That is all my feelings in that. We are planning, because Nobody knows exactly what is going to happen next year even. So we are definitely planning a tour for 2022. We will be in as many places as we can possibly go, because all of us, we were talking about it earlier, we've missed seeing people so much. It is so important, I mean, particularly for me, to talk to people, to listen to what they feel, to listen to what they want to know. I had the amazing life. If by talking to people about it a little bit can give them some sort of positive feeling, something that they can enjoy, something that they can take to their hearts, I'm happy to do it. But I cannot do it if I don't see people, if we cannot communicate with people. That's why this tour, it will include a talk show, the album will be out by then, and we will be able to be with everybody. And that, to me, is just so, so important. Anyway, this evening is going to be, I'm going to enjoy myself.
Peter?
Yeah?
You're ready.
All right, I'd better go and just do the final touches, and I'll see you in a bit.
Adventure seeker on an empty street, just a naily creeper, a light on his feet. I'm fighting, screaming, with no time for doubt, with the pain and anger, can't see the way out. It ain't much of musky, I heard him say, you gotta find me a future, move out my way. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. Listen, all the people, come get around. You gotta get me at the game plan. Hey, I'm gonna shake you to the ground. Just give me what I know is mine. People who heal me, hey, just give me a sign. Ain't much of mercy if you wanna throw. Here's to the future. Machineski, if you want the truth. Here's to the future for the dreams of youth. I want it all.